Hello students, how are you? Welcome to biology online classes. Today I would like to teach the first chapter of your 9th class biology. The first chapter of your 9th class is cell, its structure and functions. It is the first chapter for your 9th class. Cell, its structure and functions. It is the first chapter of your 9th class. In your earlier classes, like your 8th class, you studied about what is cell. So cell is the basic unit of life. You know well, basic unit of life. Because why it is called as a basic unit of life? Because all the creatures on the earth, from a small microorganisms like a ant and some invisible things to very huge animals like elephant, are composed or manufactured by cells. So it is the basic unit. You cannot imagine any organism on the earth without cell. Cell is the basic unit for all life process. So by depending upon the number of the cells present in the organisms can be classified into unicellular and multicellular. So unicellular and multicellular. What are unicellular? So unicellular means organisms which composed by a single cell. If organisms are composed with a single cell, like amoeba, like paramecium. So look at here, this is the picture of amoeba and it is the picture of paramecium. These are organisms composed by a single cell, that's why they are unicellular organisms. If organisms are composed by more than one cell, means number of cells, that organisms are called multicellular. So by depending upon the number of the cells, we can classify organisms as unicellular and multicellular. If organisms composed with a single cell, they are called unicellular. If organisms composed with a number of the cells more than one cell, they are called multicellular organisms. Best example of unicellular is amoeba, paramecium. Best example of the multicellulars like human beings, animals, aves, fishes, birds, amphibians, plants, etc. And also by the presence and absence of nucleus, we can classify organisms as a eukaryotic cells, eukaryotic and prokaryotic. Eukaryotic and prokaryotic. Eukaryotic means if there is a cell, in the cell there is a clear nucleus membrane around the nucleus. So that cells are called eukaryotic cells, that organisms are called eukaryotic organisms. If there is no clear nucleus, means it is the cell, the nucleus, there is no nucleus membrane and the nucleus dissolved in the cytoplasm. There is no distinct nucleus. That nucleus dissolved in the nucleic matter dissolved in the cytoplasm. They are called prokaryotic cells. This is the difference between eukaryotic cells and prokaryotic cells, what we discussed in our previous classes. So these are the basic things of the cells. In this chapter actually we will discuss about the structure. What is the structure of the plant cell? What is the structure of the animal cell? and what are their functions. These are all things we are going to learn in this chapter. Today I would like to tell about few parts of the cells. There are two types of the cells: plant cell and animal cell. Plant cell and animal cell. So this plant cell and animal cell commonly have three major parts, that are cell membrane, cytoplasm, nucleus membrane and nucleus. So these four major parts are common in plant cell and as well as animal cell. What is that? First one, cell membrane. So the membrane around the cell, this is the cell membrane. At the cell membrane there is a liquid portion. That liquid portion is called cytoplasm. Cytoplasm, it is cell membrane. So at the center of the cell there is a nucleus. At the center of the cell there is a nucleus. So around this nucleus there is a membrane. That membrane is called nucleus membrane. Nucleus membrane. These are the common parts. These are the main parts in plant cell as well as in the animal cell. In this cytoplasm, the liquid substance in this cytoplasm, there are number of the cell organelles. They are called cell organelles. Cell organelles means the parts that are floating in the cytoplasm of the cell, the liquid portion of the cell, they are called cell organelles. There are number of the cell organelles. What are the cell organelles? What are their functions? How they are formed? What is the structure of them? These are all things we are going to learn in the next video. This is the introduction, only introduction part of the cell, its structure and functions. I hope you understand. Today I would like to give you a small homework. Just write what are the parts that are present in the plant cell and what are the cell organelles present in the animal cell. List out them in your paper. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.